So Charles Van Morgan, and we're right here in front of the Lincoln Memorial Duncan School of Law. This is the entrance here, and this is the Duncan School of Law. This is actually the bank where all your federal student loan money goes, and federal tax money from California to the East Coast, North South Carolina, to the North New York, all the way down to Florida, all the way across the United States. People's tax money comes to this school, this bank here, and Supreme Court justices in Tennessee steal your federal student loan money, steal your tax money all across the United States, because all your tax money, even Californians' money, comes here to this bank, and they drive in here. These student loan former justices of the Tennessee Supreme Court drive in here and make it legal to rob your tax money at this bank here. It's really a bank for thieves for Supreme Court justices, because they make it legal to steal your money, because they put it in a student loan form and take student loan federal money, and then students pay millions of dollars, about $3.5 million, close to $60 million is what, 3.5 million a year, 60 million over the course of about 8 years. That Supreme Court Justice Gary Wade sat here, just had his name on an office, probably didn't even come here maybe one time to get direct deposit to where he could get Californians money. He retired from the Tennessee Supreme Court, just like Mr. Barker retired from the Tennessee Supreme Court, and then they used public service, so-called public service, it's really not public service, it's their service, to make rulings in people in the government power's favor. He retired from the Tennessee Supreme Court, put his name as a dean on this law school. Law school deans make about $500,000 a year. He put his name on this law school, signed up for direct deposit here, probably was here one time, and got about $3.5 million a year just because he used his name as a former Supreme Court justice, former Supreme Court unjustice. One of the things he done on the Supreme Court is give law license to foreigners, and he signed up here at this school. They got $30,000 of my money, and then when it comes to practicing law, when it comes to being able to compete with them and practice law, they deny you. So they take your money while you're going through law school. It's federal student loan money, and rob that money, and then when you're going to school, they take that money, and then when you try to practice law, him and Mr. Barker deny your law license. So who's out the money? I'll tell you who's out the money. The public is out the money. So you are out the money, and your tax money. Now that Dodge program is supposed to be helped by Elon Musk. Why don't they look into this? It's because Elon Musk is a billionaire. You don't get to be a billionaire unless you exploit people. And so I doubt he'll look into this, because they don't care about exploiting taxpayers and the poor like they claim they are. If they were really interested in finding where the tax money goes, why don't they look into the student loan scam? Is what it is. It's a student loan scam. And these corrupt judges retire from the bench, get federal student loan money that's owed all the way across the United States, make it legal for them to steal. I mean, you think it's legal to go rob a bank. Not if you have a judge that stamps that it's okay and he's the one stealing the money. These corrupt Supreme Court justices are stealing money from taxpayers, and they even denied me my law license because they don't want me to go in and point out how these judges are stealing money. Now, I still have an agreement, and I'll stand by my agreement to pay them $30,000. But I can't practice law, but they can. And even their friends. Gary Wade was the Supreme Court justice, and he retired from the bench in 2015 and took over the dean of this school, and he retired in 2022, raking in probably close to $60 million of your tax money. That's a lot of money. Where you at, Elon? Brave Mr. Elon, why don't you attack some of these Tennessee Supreme Court crooked justices? He retired in 2022, but what do you know? Mr. Lawn, his former law clerk, got the job. He's the dean of this law school now. So he gave one of his friends more millions. I mean, that's the way they do it. And people like me that are out here fighting for people's rights, you, the taxpayer and individuals, unlike Elon Musk, really fighting and telling the truth, well, we can't even practice law because if we go in their courts, you'll be able to see how dirty they are. And even to substantiate this, when I tried to get my law license, and I'll put a link to the video, I testified under oath to this. I testified that they educate you and take your money, and then when it comes to competing with them, they won't give you a law license. They steal your money. It's a federal student loan scam, and I testified to that under oath. I swore to tell the truth, and I mentioned that in the hearing to the Tennessee Board of Crooked Law Examiners. So yeah, they won't charge me with a crime because they know I'm telling the truth. If I'm not telling the truth, tell them to charge me with a crime. We'll go into court and let the public be the jury and decide who's the thief. I'm not a thief. I'm out fighting for you. These people on the Tennessee Supreme Court are robbing you blind and robbing people all across America. All across America, you ought to stand up against the judiciary in the state of Tennessee, the most crooked judiciary in the nation. Vote these people out. Join the movement. Power to you, the people. I'm on the road to a better Tennessee. Let's put some of these crooks in jail. It's illegal to rob a bank. You can't make laws where you can rob a bank. Let's get your money back. Charles Van Morgan for On the Road for a Better Tennessee. Thank you, and keep watching the videos, and please share. Let's get this message out about how these crooks are stealing your money, making it hard for you to live because they take your money. They got more houses than they can live in. So let's take back our money from these crooks. God bless you all. Have a great day. Thank you. Please share the message.